Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Star Wars. I'm Jay, and as always, this is Z right here with me.
Hello.
And what is our topic today?
Well, our topic today is Mace Windu. More specifically, did he survive the fall out of the window from movie 3?
From episode 3.
And right off the bat is the joke. Mace Windu fell
Mace
out of a window.
Mace Windu fell out of a window. There you go. Podcast ended, but no,
Yeah.
but so yeah, I got some notes here.
All right, go ahead.
So there's lots of people that believe that he did survive. There's no evidence that he did survive, but there's no evidence that he didn't survive. Like we never find Mace Windu's body in episode 4 or Andor,
Beyond.
Rebels, any of that. Or the end of movie 3. And I mean, he's as Samuel L. Jackson stated, he said, "There's a history of one-armed, one-handed people in the Star Wars universe."
Correct.
Like Luke Skywalker, Vader.
Darth Vader himself has
Yeah.
one hand.
So, just 'cause they cut my arm off and I fell out a window doesn't mean I'm dead. I'm a Jedi. The second most powerful Jedi in the universe next to Yoda.
Correct.
Then he goes on to say, "So I can float." I mean, there you go. The actor himself said it.
Mm-hmm. And Lucas very much agreed.
Well, he does say that, like, the script originally, it said that Mace Windu died. But I mean, Mace Windu, Samuel L. Jackson, he seems to think that he didn't, and George Lucas doesn't seem completely against that.
So, let's dive in a little bit more specifically on how he could have actually survived. So, yes, he got his hand chopped off. So did Luke, and even then Anakin, and they both survived. Anakin even being half burnt to death. I mean, Darth Maul survived getting chopped in half. Yes, he kept himself alive because of his hate and using the Sith thing, but
Dark side.
yeah, dark side. But again, he couldn't heal himself, and he could only keep himself alive for so long. So someone rescued him. So why not Mace Windu?
Yeah.
Then there's Palpatine's lightning. Palpatine used probably a little bit more powerful and definitely a much longer period of time on Luke in movie 6. And Mace Windu, I would say, is definitely more powerful than Luke at this point. So, Mace Windu, I mean, he yelled after he went out the window, so it's not like the lightning killed him. It just scarred him.
Kind of like grunted.
Yeah, grunt, whatever. So then, well, the fall itself. Yes, he fell down a very, very tall building. But again,
it's Coruscant, so there's traffic all the time.
yes.
So he could have gotten caught in one of the vehicles.
Yes, flying down below. Which, we know Anakin and Obi-Wan both did this in movie 2. So, it's very, very possible he could have survived.
He also could have just somehow avoided all the vehicles, fallen all the way down. He could have died on impact.
But he also could have used the Force to push himself into a roll. Like rolling on the ground to get out of the...
He also could have used the Force and grabbed something and slid it under him.
Yep.
To break his fall or something.
Or he could have used the Force to push himself away from the building to land in a cushioned place of some sort, like a garbage can or something.
Yeah.
To break the fall.
I mean, he's a Jedi.
Yes.
it was shown in the original Clone Wars miniseries kind of thing that he jumped off of something and then jumped back on it. And that thing was really tall. And he did it with ease. It is a
Mm-hmm.
cartoon, but it's still Star Wars and he's still a Jedi.
Yes.
So he did jump off the very high balcony of the Geonosian gladiator kind of thing arena with
Yes.
ease. He just jumped off and boom.
Landed. Did he do a roll? When he landed, did he roll or did he just
No, he
land?
just landed.
Okay.
He just plopped on his feet.
Nice. So
So,
yes, he's shown jumping off from very high places and surviving with ease.
yeah.
So why not jump from that height into a car or whatever?
Yeah. Um,
And he was not unconscious during the fall from the Anakin's force push or Palpatine's lightning because in midair, after he was already through the window, he made a grunt noise. And I'm sure if you slow it down and zoom in,
implying
you can see his eyes open.
maybe, but some theories of how he could have survived, not exactly how he could have fallen or landed, but just how he could have survived, are self-exile, which some people say he might have gone into hiding into the unknown regions
I mean, just like Yoda.
where, I mean, yeah, because he failed, because he would probably think he failed,
Just like Yoda.
just like
And
Yoda.
Yoda and Mace Windu were both the snarky, uptight Jedi Council members,
The
so they would
top,
probably both be feeling a very similar uh, emotion of failing.
they're also like the top two most powerful Jedi during their time of the Republic.
Yeah, for sure.
Some people say he might just be living in secret among everybody, just trying to escape the clones, um, executing all the Jedi during Order 66. Um, some would say he took on a new identity that he could
That would be
have.
the most realistic. Like if he couldn't get access to a ship after the fall, like Yoda could, like that would make sense if he just took on a different identity and just stayed on Coruscant for a while.
And some people thought with that new identity, he possibly could have trained a new generation of force sensitive people and aliens. Um, some people say he could have been influenced by the dark side because he was,
He felt anger towards.
well, he was very powerful in the use of Vapad, which is a lightsaber form that channels inner darkness or the
Yes,
dark side.
that's why he has the purple lightsaber, is because he uses a little bit of dark side moves. Like, he uses a little bit of the dark side along with his Jedi. Blue and red makes purple. That's why.
That's why he's so powerful.
Yes.
Yoda's powerful because he's learned a lot because he's so old.
Yes.
So yeah, some people think he tapped into the dark side, just to stay alive. Uh, there's no evidence that he survived, but there seem to be subtle references, as it says in the Google AI. It says subtle references in later material as hints of his survival. Really pointing to his survival is Samuel L. Jackson and Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin Skywalker, the adult version. They went up on some stage somewhere, and they had their toy lightsabers, and Samuel L. Jackson
Mm-hmm.
himself said to hundreds of people probably that he wanted Mace Windu back.
I mean, if I had a lot of fun playing a movie role, I would definitely say the same thing, even if it's super obvious that the character died. It'd still be nice to have that role again if you enjoyed it. I mean, that makes sense. But in this regard, he probably said it with like a wink wink, like he's still alive.
Yeah. Someone also had an interview with. Darn it, I'm not sure who it is. Someone that worked at Disney, I think, said, they asked the person if they were going to get Mace Windu back, but there was no definite yes or no. So there could be a chance that he's coming back in
Yeah.
in some movie or series. Maybe they'll make a Mace Windu series like they did Obi-Wan Kenobi. Probably, hopefully not, because
Hopefully not, because I don't want Disney making any more Star Wars.
yeah,
They
maybe
did all right with Mandalorian, but because they picked the right director and
yeah.
writers. But again, season 3 and even a little bit of season 2 and then Book of Boba Fett. Like Mandalorian would have been all right if they just made it its own thing, not tie it in with Luke
Yeah.
and Boba Fett and all that.
I feel like you know how Netflix is making Marvel movies
Hmm.
and series,
And so far they've been pretty good.
and they turn out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Mostly, I guess. Why not? Why don't they get the rights to Star Wars and do some Star Wars thing so that
Um,
they can try
I
to
don't
up it?
know. Probably because they just.
It's way too expensive, probably.
It's probably way too expensive.
But yeah, back to Mace Windu.
Yes, back to Mace Windu.
But I mean, like I said, there's no evidence that he did die, but there's no evidence that he didn't die. So it's definitely an argument. It's a back and forth argument until they put him in something.
Yeah. Or don't
Until
put him
someone
in
puts him in
something,
something.
you could
Or
say.
or yeah. He also could have been rescued or found help rather than just being by himself and going somewhere.
Yeah, because only the clones were killing the Jedi. I don't think, like a lot of people, I feel like would have helped some of the Jedi.
I don't I don't think someone would reach their hand out and say, "Hey, do you need help?" Someone like, someone on the average person on Coruscant.
Hmm.
I don't think they would do that. But if he went out and searched for help, I think someone would. But I don't think that would be his first. I don't think that would be the first thing he does, because he's just so angry. He doesn't want to. Angry and disappointed in himself
Hmm.
and in Anakin. Maybe in Chancellor, now Emperor Palpatine.
Hmm. For sure. He definitely would feel a lot of that because he's like, Yoda sensed the dark future of Anakin, and we made that come true rather than prevent that, which is which brings me to the next part of my idea about this is that Windu would have seen the flaws with the Jedi Order and hopefully looked to the rule of two of the Sith and maybe taken some of that more one-on-one training. Like, I don't think the rule of two would work with the Jedi, with just two Jedi in existence. There should be multiple, but they should do it to where a master can only ever have one apprentice at a time.
Well, that did apply.
Then
That did
why
a
was Yoda teaching
It did apply,
other
but the
younglings?
grand, the very high council Jedi
But there shouldn't be a council is what I'm trying to
should,
say. They
yeah,
shouldn't be
yeah.
super organized like that or be politically motivated as they should be in the Republic, I feel like they should have been treated as high-ranking generals with a lot of authority, yes. Like, the Jedi should not have influence on the politics
On
as much.
politics and government, and
Yes.
they shouldn't be involved with that as much.
Yes, they are peacekeepers, not diplomats and yeah.
Politicians kind of thing.
Yes, they are warriors. They are soldiers. And so, yeah, they definitely went the wrong way with making just like a bureaucratic factory of
Mhm.
like, how many younglings can we get? And then, all right, we have a lot of younglings.
It's
Yoda, you take this 20.
it's really quite hard though, because when you have a lot of force sensitive kids, and then you don't have a whole bunch of force sensitive masters, then it gets kind of like, what do you do?
You just,
You can try to, you can have
if
a,
you have more inexperienced force users, then you just simply, I don't know, you don't go looking for them as much. Like,
I don't know that they were really looking for them.
yeah, if you have less, or if you have more inexperienced force users or force sensitive people, I don't think you should. If you come across someone who is force sensitive, I don't think you should just grab them and just turn them into a Jedi right then. The other thing that I think they did wrong is don't grab them when they're younger. Let them get a little bit older, at least a teenager,
Well,
so they have a little bit of life experience.
as you said, another thing about Mace Windu's life or death after falling is that Anakin Skywalker, this happened afterward, but that's irrelevant information. He and Obi-Wan were battling on Mustafar in the intense heat. And then Obi-Wan
I mean, literally like
Obi-Wan had
6 feet from the lava. That's
as
pretty hot.
as he said, I have the high ground. And then Anakin doesn't listen to him, jumps, and Obi-Wan cuts off 3 of his limbs,
3 limbs, and then
in
the
which
fire
in
proceeds
which
to char him.
in which he cut off 3 of his limbs, and the 4th one was robotic. So all of his limbs become robotic afterward, but he
Anakin's
also
toast.
as you said, he becomes grilled cheese and just
And still
burns.
survives.
He's dying.
Yeah.
Palpatine comes and he's dying. So then he has to wear this suit for the rest of his life, otherwise he's gonna die. Mace Windu, he just got zapped by force lightning and his hand cut off.
Yeah.
Big deal
Which is
compared
even
to
less than Maul, and Maul survived.
yeah, Maul got chopped in half probably. Probably 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Also, I like how Anakin killed, like, almost everybody, including himself. A
I
lot of
mean,
the Jedi.
don't like it, but
Well, yeah, I'm saying it's pretty. I think it's funny that he was supposed to be the savior of the Jedi Order, like the chosen
ironic.
one, and then he kills a lot of the Jedi at the temple and younglings.
Well, not necessarily the savior of the Jedi. He was just supposed to balance it out.
Yeah, he was supposed to balance it out, and he
He
did.
became so powerful.
Yeah. Anyways, but then the Jedi and younglings, Padme, uh, possibly Mace Windu, um, eventually himself, metaphorically, he became not Anakin, he became Darth Vader, and then he killed Palpatine in movie 6.
But in doing so, Palpatine killed him as well
Yes.
by electrocuting
Oh,
him.
and Obi-Wan in movie 4.
Yeah,
He just, like, everybody he hung out with winds up dead.
that's
That's
quite
probably a good thing Luke didn't hang out with him.
Mm-hmm. except for the Darth Vader and Son book. But we don't talk about
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. That's
There's a good amount of jokes probably for Mace Windu falling out.
I am the Senate.
Probably
yeah.
should check it out. But there's Lego stop motions. Those can get funny. There's fan art of Mace Windu after his fall. A good amount of it actually looks really good. It might not make the greatest amount of sense, but I found this one on Wikipedia of Mace Windu about to fight Boba Fett. Very ironic. Boba Fett getting revenge. That could start another theory of what he might have done after falling.
Yes, if he did fall to the dark side, he very could have easily gone on a revenge streak.
Or Boba Fett could have found him, hunted him down or something, and tried to kill him.
Yes. So, it says here that in the Legends books, the expanded universe of Star Wars, the fate of Mace Windu after his fall in Revenge of the Sith remains a mystery.
So they haven't done any Legends book on him.
No, they have not.
Probably stuck him in some fan movies.
Some Legends stories do hint at him after movie 3, but again, it's not directed. And obviously there's a lot of Legends books that actually depict Mace Windu as like a main character or a main appearance or whatever, but that's prior to his fall in movie 3.
Mm-hmm. Since there's really no evidence, it's hard to say yes or no. But Z, what do you think? You think he lived or he died when he fell?
I think, based on other people surviving definitely worse situations, and his ability to jump from high places depicted a lot, then I feel like he could have survived very easily, whether it be he used the Force to break his fall if he went all the way down, or
got caught in one of the
caught in one of the hover cars. I think he could have easily survived.
I personally agree. I think he very well could have survived. He did get thrown out. He didn't just fall. I've been saying fall. He didn't fall. He was thrown out.
He eventually fell.
Yeah. But he didn't just fall out of the...
Yeah, he didn't just tip backwards and fall out. He was thrown out. But still, he was thrown out into air. So it's not like he hit a wall and was knocked out or any of that. So.
I mean, no. Actually, he couldn't have hit a wall because we see him falling downward.
Yes.
So.
I
mean, there could have been an extra tall building down there that we don't see that he fell on.
Yeah, a roof of a building with how far he was launched.
But he's still a Jedi. He still could have survived.
Oh yeah, easy.
So, we would say that Mace Windu definitely survived.
Yes.
His fall and electrocution and one-handedness and
lack of limbs.
Yep.
All right.
LOL.
Well, I think that concludes episode 2 of Let's Talk Star Wars. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
If you did, make sure you leave a comment and follow. All right. See you next time.
See ya.